I think the problem is that particularly a lot of young people see politics as something that's carried on by boring people on television a lot, talking in very long-winded sentences. And the problem is that for a lot of people, you know, who are working class or ethnic minorities, it's middle-aged white men in suits that you know, kind of set the political agenda.
I think with politicians, they're just, like I said before, yeah, they're just not sexy. They're not cool. Nobody idolises politicians. Nobody I know personally wants to become a politician. People want to be footballers. People want to be artists.
They're not clever,
musicians.
they just argue.
They tried to make David Cameron cool.
Yeah, and it didn't work.
Drugs.
Yeah, exactly. I smoked a spliff once when I was 16.
Now he can't.
What, so suddenly we're all going to think, hell yeah, David Cameron, bit naughty. No.
I think a lack of education on politics, in schools especially, they haven't got much of an understanding about what's going on. However, if it was taught in schools, kids regularly stay in school till 16, but you don't vote till you're 18. So how much of that would be lost?
That's
true, actually. That would be a good thing to do. Geography, humanities, politics.
In terms of citizenship education and the difference it's going to make a huge difference once it's actually delivered properly. And at the moment, there are many, many good examples of citizenship teaching, and in particular political literacy teaching out there. But unfortunately, they're in the minority in terms of the fact that, for example, the recent Ofsted report that came out regarding citizenship education, there is still a group of schools out there who aren't delivering citizenship education effectively. We still have the fact that not every single school has a qualified citizenship teacher in the school. Really, if you have a statutory subject, you expect the person that's teaching you that is actually qualified in that subject. But the fact of the matter is there aren't enough places available at teacher training agencies to actually fill the number of positions that are available for citizenship teachers.
As much like age I'm voting, I don't know what I'm voting for, but if I'd learnt it when I was younger, then I probably have more of an understanding about it, maybe.
But with politics, it would have to constantly keep updating because every week, every month, every year, something changes.
Definitely,
but if you have a less than a week, so you've got.
But if that is what it takes to get people voting, then I think that's what should be done. If the government bitch about the fact people aren't voting, we'll fucking do something about it then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Teach it to young people.
Just even if you had a class of politics, yeah, the idea behind that is getting people interested, getting people stimulated by politics, whether or not it's constantly it just puts politics in young people's minds.
Yeah, and understanding how it works.
Which at the moment it isn't.
And another thing in terms of citizenship education is that we're actually finding quite a few teachers themselves feel politically illiterate, and so therefore when they actually try to teach something with students, they're not particularly confident of what they know and how they have to teach it. And they're very, very cautious of being partisan in their approach, which they cannot actually be. So again, teachers actually start to teach that political literacy strand, if you like, and they tend to pull out a worksheet because they're not confident. It's not exactly very motivational, so no wonder young people really are struggling with actually making the connect between formal political processes and the political issues that they feel passionate about.
No, I'm not voting today.
No, I haven't.
Today I'm not.
No, I won't, no.
I was going to be voting, but
No.
I lost my polling card.
No, because I didn't know it was election day.
Possibly, if I can be bothered.
Yes, I do.
Got my little polling card here and I'm just about to go in and vote.
I'm not registered to vote in Leeds.
I haven't really had any information about, I don't really know anything about the local candidates.
Just not really interested, to be honest. I don't think it'd make much of a difference.
Because I don't think there's really a party that make that much of a difference.
I think it was just something I was going to do to pass the time.
I don't know anything about it. Lack of information. I haven't heard anything about it.
I don't know who to vote for, and I don't think either parties are that good.
I didn't even know there was voting day today.
Mainly for the reason that I wasn't made aware that it was on.
I got my polling card through but just forgot.
I have received pamphlets through the post.
I just a little bit from from the internet really.
I'm sure there was information passed my way at some stage, but I didn't take the time to read it really.
And I find that a lot of people do actually moan about how the country's run, but they don't actually vote themselves.
You should educate yourselves a bit about what the parties are standing for and that, otherwise you can't complain when you're not happy about how something's being done.
I feel that I'm involved in politics a bit, yeah.
How do you feel that you're involved in politics?
My grandma's a councillor and my mum's a governor.
I think they won't listen to our opinions.
Don't take us seriously.
Do you take them seriously?
Not really.
I don't really think about it as the most important thing.
And Tony Blair's not going to be overly bothered about all the teens in young mid-20s because he must just think, well, they're not bothered, so. Because if you don't, then you might end up with things happening that you definitely were against, or like the war in Iraq. A lot of people didn't want that to happen, and they might not have voted last time round. Or small things can make a difference, because lots of people think if I don't vote, it's not going to make a difference. But then if another 10,000 people think that as well, it's going to make quite a big difference.